How's it going, comic book community? Welcome back to another haul. Now, I know this one's kind of a shorter turnaround than when I usually upload, but this one's mostly going to consist of a birthday haul from this past weekend. And I'm starting this literally as I'm leaving a comic book shop that I recently discovered. It's like a little hole in the wall. I was just dropping my wife off some lunch for work, and I managed to just walk in there, and I found some decent stuff. So let's just get right into it. Action Comics number 9 from the New 52. I believe this is this character's first time in a solo series. I know he ends up in he first showed up in Final Crisis, right? Calvin Ellis. Still no word yet on what James Gunn wants to do with this character, but I managed to find it. So one thing about this shop that I really kind of don't understand with their back issues is that they have it color coded by what the price is, and it's kind of like really weird because it's not even defined by their own terms. So I believe like green and yellow is like $5. Pink and purple is around the $10 mark. But the only thing that's like really defined is the red color coded back issues by their own wording is between $15 and $20, but no back issue would ever cross that threshold unless it's a wall book that's already marked. So I only managed to pick up a couple of issues, but somehow like I just didn't understand the pricing. So this one was a $5 book. Then from the same bin, I found Convergence number 2. Jonathan Kent as a baby. I'm pretty sure this isn't really that relevant anymore, but I remember a couple of years ago this was like a $20 book. So I found that back there for $5. This one I kind of wish I paid better attention because I found this in like the lower bins where it's kind of like really dim, so I didn't even see that they had a tear on here until I literally walked out with it. So it's from Married with Children, issue number 4. Apparently this is the photo variant, if I'm not mistaken. This is one of those shows that could never be made today, and with kind of good reason, because I did manage to find the controversial issues at this store. I picked up the final 2, and I had a little minor conversation with the manager. The way they went about it is they have like no real incentives to do a recall when you just to get back to cover the cost of what you paid for the books, when you can basically sell them at double the price, which is what ended up happening. People didn't have a problem paying with it because I found the last 2 issues, or the last 2 copies. It's Red Hood number 1. So I found 2 of them, the last 2. So when it comes to the birthday haul, I think I have officially declared this shop my new favorite. The only thing is that it is a bit of a drive. And I'll tell you like a really funny story that happened, because I literally lost sleep over it. So let's just get right into it. I think I was digging through the back issue bins, and I found a copy of Star Wars Jedi vs. Sith number 1. So you will notice that it has the price tag of $20 on there. I got all of these books for half off. Next up, it's Batman number 638, the second print, with Jason Hood revealed as the Red Hood. Batman number 266. I believe this is where Catwoman goes back to her modern costume during the Bronze Age, I believe. They were kind of debating on if this one was actually in their the $2 bin, but for half off or $1. They were debating if it was back there because this is considered like a key issue. The funny thing about it was that this is one of those stores where they cherry pick like all the key issues and they set them up front, so like everything at the back of the store is mainly considered issue fillers or like run fillers. For this one, I believe they had a copy up on the key issue section for $10, and this one is actually in better condition, even though it's got like a couple of issues going on here, a couple of creases, color breaking. And this is another one, Batman Annual number 25. This is the first print. I already have the second. They had like 4 or 5 issues of these up in the key issue bins for $10 to $15. I got this one for quote unquote cover price at $5. Half off is $2.50. Okay, so this is what I picked up on the birthday haul. What had happened was when I was digging through the back issues, like I was finding this stuff back there, and I just conveniently was just going through and just seeing what I could find, because I took my son with me because my wife was at work and he was kind of like already ready to leave, and we did show up like literally 35 to 40 minutes before they closed. So like for a birthday haul, I'm like, we're cutting this last minute, but let's just go ahead and do it anyway. And I was just digging through the back issues. Crisis on Infinite Earths number 4. I believe this is the second full appearance of John Constantine. Issue number 5. These were all $1, by the way. Issue number 6. And here's one of the key issues from the series, issue number 8. I decided to bag and board this one just because it was in really tip-top shape and I didn't want to mess it up. So this is everything that I picked up there, right? And this is the book that got me. Omega Man number 3, the first full appearance of Lobo. So what I initially thought when I saw this, I'm like, oh, this is probably a facsimile and it just got past somebody and then they just left it back there. And I didn't even think about it. I put it back and I didn't even give it a second thought. So when I got home, I did some research, and apparently in my mind, I didn't think that they actually made like a facsimile or a reprint of this, and in fact they did. And if you were to know that when it comes to facsimiles and reprints, they actually have the modern pricing on it. So then when I realized that this was actually the original $1 print, the first print, like I literally lost sleep over it. I'm like, oh my god, I have to go back. But seeing as this was on a Sunday, like I kind of just I had work the next morning, so I was like, my schedule usually gets super busy at the beginning of the week. So come on Tuesday, it just so happens that my schedule had me, working in between cities. So I managed to take a detour and I went back to find this book, and like thankfully by the grace of God it was still there. But I didn't want to draw like too much attention. Like, why am I going in there for a single back issue that has like no relevance? So I just ended up picking some more random stuff just to hide my tracks for this. So I picked up Crisis on Infinite Earths number 9. number 10, 11, 12. This was in their key issues, but it's really low grade. It's the Demon number 9. I picked that up for $5 just because I didn't want to, throw suspicion on it. It's pretty low grade. I don't even know why I got it, but I also managed to find. I believe this is TMNT number 19, right? So this is what I picked up 2 days later. So the day of my birthday, just because I put Omega Man number 3 like behind me, and I didn't give it no thought. There was actually a second comic book store that's not even that far from this one, and I just managed to stop in, and I was like, let's just see what they go in there, and to see what they have. So I just walked in there, and basically the only thing that I managed to find, thankfully I literally just asked, hey, do you have like some Ninja Turtle stuff? So apparently they did, and I kind of feel bad in hindsight for paying these prices. So they had issue number 20 marked at $17. I found it much cheaper later in the week because I managed to stop off at a used bookstore, and I'm like, dang. In hindsight, I didn't mind, like at the time I didn't mind paying $17. I'm like, I never run into Ninja Turtles anymore out in the wild, but I did, and they got them priced for me. You know what? And I literally walked up and she already had it on the table, like ready to go. She literally just marked them. You know what? Just wrap them up, pay, get in, get out. They had, she also had number 21. This one was $7. I didn't mind paying $7 compared to $17, but it is what it is. And at this bookstore, I managed to find another copy of number 20, much better condition for $5, and they had like a good run. Number 19, Return to New York Part 1. This one was $5. Number 26, $5. Number 29, I believe this is number 30, right? Yeah, 30. This one is number 33, 34. TMNT Adventures number 11 and number 21. So my regular comic shop actually had this one. It does have a reproduction-ish cover, but it's the original internals. It's Detective Comics number 184, the first appearance of Firefly. And here's kind of like the book that kind of set me off going on a Ninja Turtles kick, because this is the book that kind of I wanted for my birthday, and I just managed to pay it at my other comic shop. They had it reasonably priced. You know, this book can go for $100 easily, but they just had it for $75 with a birthday discount. And that's the first printing of TMNT number 3. So I guess one goal that I have now is to try and have like a complete run of the original TMNT issues, which is kind of ironic because the original TMNT run is one of the shorter runs, if you don't account for volume 2, which is I believe 13 issues, and the Image comics, but those can get real expensive real fast. So if you don't account for like multiples and stuff that's already in my collection, I have like 30% of the run already. and that's including a third print number 2 and a 5th print of number 1. And here's an original printing of number 3. So let me know what you guys think about this haul, and leave a comment, a thumbs up, and most importantly, thanks for watching. Thanks, guys.